what are the top 3 things you think make an agent successful in this business?
How are you so successful? I work. You've got to be consistent.
Third thing that we really believe makes for a successful agent. Hello, everybody. This is Alan and
Betsy.
Coming to you from the No BS Bar, where our job is to take the BS out of real estate.
Yeah.
Something we always get asked about, or we always get frustrated with the current agents that are out there, is what are the top 3 things you think make an agent successful in this business?
Yes. Okay. So, number 1, work ethic. People always come and they sit into my office and they go, oh, to be you, or how are you so successful? I work. Rule number 1, working. Work. I work.
Rule number 1, and there is no doubt, I've trained thousands of agents throughout my career, and some of them have turned out to be phenomenally successful, and some of them have turned out to be not so successful. The first thing I tell people, just like Betsy said, work ethic is the key difference between somebody that makes it in this business and somebody that doesn't. Mm-hmm. So, number 2.
Number 2 is you've got to be consistent. I have a board in my office of the things that I do on an everyday basis. You got to wake up first. Some people wake up, they go to the gym. Once they go into work, whether it really depends on the kind of business that you do. I've worked my referrals since day 1 in my business, so I'm not that person that wakes up, they cold call for 2 hours, they do for sell by owners or whatever. So it depends on the way that you do business, on what you're going to do with your day and how you're going to do it. Where I write my birthday cards and I reach out to my sphere of influence and make phone calls like that, but it's all on how you're going to do things, on what your day's going to look like. But you have to be consistent in your day.
Consistency applies to every part of life. I tell people, if you see the difference between somebody that loses weight and gets in phenomenal shape, it's because they all of a sudden decided to get consistent and go to the gym a certain number of days or watch their diet every day. You can't do it hodgepodge. Financially, if somebody really wants to save money, they agree, say, okay, I'm going to put this much out of every paycheck or this much every week. They have to get consistent with it. Real estate is no different. There are days, do you ever have a day you don't feel like working?
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah,
Days.
I've got days I do not want to come to this office. But you know what? I come to the office every single day. I focus on what needs to be done. I know that if I get my top 3 things done every day, the day's going to turn out good no matter what. I got something done. I kept going at it and kept making it work. Next thing. Third thing that we really believe makes for a successful agent, whether you're out there or whether you're thinking of coming in, is
relationship skills.
Unbelievable. One of the things that I say about this with Betsy, it's she never meets somebody she doesn't know, but I mean that in that she's going to get to know somebody everywhere we go. My daughter and I, sometimes we're like, oh, there she goes again. We just want to have a quiet trip to the grocery store, to a restaurant. Doesn't happen. You know why? Because Betsy is just phenomenal at building relationships. And I think any agent in this business that wants to be successful and move forward, that is a skill set that they need to polish. And it can be learned. You can train and learn things and do it. Her, I don't think she had to learn it. I think she's, what were you in high school? Most talkative. I think that applies today also.
For a Great Bridge class of 93, most talkative, but I was also a cheerleader and I was also a little Miss Chesapeake, and so I was a little pageant girl, and I like to be out there, and everybody's got their thing.
That's your thing. But I think that is an important thing for agents to understand as the world has changed, as we've got more technologically involved in our business and in our industry. I think the relationship side matters more than it ever has.
My teachers say that mouth finally paid off.
Coming to you from the No BS Bar, Alan and
Betsy. We'll see you next time.